Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video we are going to be trying some new colored lightener from Sally Beauty. I was browsing their news section online and I saw this lightener and I was like, oh, we have got to try this. Basically, it's like bleach and color in one, so it's going to lift up to 6 levels and then it's also going to deposit color. If you didn't know, last year Wella actually came out with a whole line for dark hair. It's vivid hair color specifically for dark hair. It's very, very similar to the L'Oreal High Color High Lift. They have a line and it's meant for dark hair only, and it'll lift dark hair to bright coppers, bright reds, and you don't have to use bleach. It's just a high lift color specifically formulated for dark hair, so you can go bright red without worrying about bleaching your hair. So last year Wella came out with their own version of that, and I actually have a video on it. I'll leave it linked up here for you guys. The colors were actually really pretty and they performed similarly to the L'Oreal. I still prefer the L'Oreal High Lifts. I just feel like the formula is just a little bit better and the pigment is just a little bit better. So these lighteners go in with that line, the Vivids for dark hair. So like I said, they only have 2 colors right now. I'm curious to know if they're going to expand this in the future. The first shade is Rich Cherry and it says Pigmented Lightener. And then the second shade is Raspberry Pop. So I'm going to try this on blonde hair, on dark hair, and on gray hair today. So I have 3 different swatches we're going to try it on. Obviously, you wouldn't really use this on platinum hair. However, I just want to see like what the undertones of the bleach are on like a really nice raw blonde canvas so I can see those undertones. We're also going to be trying to remove them out of the hair today. I'm going to go in with some lightener and we're going to try and remove this out of the hair and see if it comes out of the hair easily or if it stains, because if you're using a bleach to lift your roots and then you can't get it out of your hair, that's kind of an issue. So let's go ahead and read about the product, how we're supposed to mix it up, what volume we're supposed to use, and then we're going to get started. On the website, it says, out of the dark and into bold, vivid color. Wella Color Charm Vivid Darks Pigmented Lightener is your new vibrant color solution for dark hair. Please hold, my cat is using the litter box. I swear to God, these cats always come in here and they gas me the out. They come in here, drop a deuce, and leave. I'm like, it's not like you don't have any other litter boxes to use that are not in this room. It's very disrespectful. You know what I mean? I'm just going to continue. Apologize if you hear some litter scoopings in the background. Our multi-use time-saving formula lifts up to 6 levels and deposits vibrant color in 1 step. Available in 2 shades, our pigmented lightener removes previous hair dye and provides fresh, vivid magenta and red tones. Suitable for all hair types and textures, including previously colored hair. No, come here. People need to see who the culprit is. The evil boy. I love you too, baby. Did you drop a deuce? It's okay. Back to reading this. Your next style statement is waiting. Let Wella Color Charm help you make it. The best salon quality DIY color brand just got a new look. Now it's your turn to switch up your look too. Wella Color Charm has a full range of products designed to help you enhance your unique style, and you can rest easy knowing that our formulas have remained 100% unchanged, so you can expect the same great results you've come to know and trust without wasting time on a trip to the salon. Envision yourself with a new look and make it come to life with Wella Color Charm. Your color, your vibe. All right, and then under what makes it special, it says up to 6 levels of lift for off scalp application only. Achieve bright color on dark hair, lifts and deposits vibrant color in 1 step, works on all hair types and even on previously colored hair, safe for all hair types and textures and can be used on wigs. Multi-use time-saving formula that lifts and deposits color in 1 step, removes previous hair dye and provides fresh, vivid magenta and red tones. So you're supposed to mix 1 ounce of the Wella Color Charm Vivid Dark Pigmented Lightener with 1.5 ounces of developer. They recommend 30 volume. It says you can use 20, but 30 volume is going to give you more lift and it's also going to give you more of those bright tones. And then it says process without heat for 30 minutes. After you use this, it says to wait 48 hours after using any other chemical services on your hair. So these packets are 1 ounces. So we're going to mix 1 ounce of this with 1.5 ounces of 30 volume developer. I'm going to mix this up, set my second camera angle up, and then we are going to start swatching these on several different tones to see what they look like, and it says it will even lift out previously colored hair. So I'm excited to see that because I do have a swatch that has previously been dyed, so we're gonna see how well it works. Not another one coming in here and going to the bathroom. This is not a party, this is a work day, kids. Like literally. Somebody come get her. You're doing very good, honey. Her literally scratching the side of the box and not covering up what she's done at all. All right, here's the lightener. As you can see, it is colored. This one is very pink. This one is also pink. This one's raspberry. This one's cherry. Now I'm wanting some freaking ice cream right now. Oh, okay. She's thick. Dang, I did the 1.5 ounces and my gosh, is she ever thick. Okay, everything is mixed up. Here is the raspberry color. It literally looks like a raspberry sherbet. Here is the cherry. Like, let me just eat these real quick, okay? Feeling summertime right now. They are thick, you know, like DQ style, like, boop, gotcha. They are thick, you guys. Like, I hope they don't swell because they're already pretty thick. Let's go ahead and start swatching these bad boys. All right, here are the 6 swatches. Let's go ahead and go in with the rich cherry first. It almost feels like an oil-based dye. It's not like foamy and like very frothy like a normal bleach is. It feels like an oil-based bleach almost. All right, let's go in with the rich cherry. See what this one looks like. Obviously, you would not be putting this on platinum hair, you know what I mean? I just want to see what the raw undertones of the color are going to look like on a platinum swatch. It is pretty difficult to work into the hair because it is thicker and it does feel kind of oil-based. I will say it does not smell very bad at all. Like, there's really not any fragrance or anything coming off of the lightener. It's very, very mild, and the only way you can even smell it is if you literally put your nose right up to the bowl. So it's definitely low odor, but I'm having a hard time saturating just because it's so thick. This is a swatch I am most excited to see. So this is a really dark. This is actually a level 2 swatch. I don't think it really looks like a level 2. I would say it's more of like a level 4 or 3. But when they make these swatches, they definitely dye them beforehand to the level that they are. So it does claim that it will lift previous pigment out of the hair. So we're gonna have to see if that's true and if this darker brown swatch goes to a vibrant cherry color. Again, difficult to saturate the hair just because it is like a very thick oil substance. So I'm having a hard time pulling the hair apart. As you can see, the foil and everything is just going everywhere. The swatch is flying everywhere because it's just so thick. It's almost like it sticks and like pulls everything because it's so thick and oily. I think that the gray swatch is definitely going to be the prettiest out of all of them just because it already has those highlights in there. It should be like a really pretty multi-dimensional color. So I am excited to see it on the gray swatch. I'm curious about the darker brown one, but I think this one is the one I'm most excited to see because I think it's going to be the prettiest out of them. I'm wondering why you're not supposed to apply this on the scalp because it does seem like a very, very gentle lightener. It doesn't seem like it would hurt your scalp at all. I'm wondering if it's because it will stain the scalp pretty bad because I've gotten it on my hands and every time it touches my hands, it definitely stains. Or maybe they're concerned about getting hot roots, like your roots lifting to like a really, really bright cherry and then your ends not lifting as well. That could be why they don't want you to put it on the scalp. I'm not sure. I'm leaning more towards the staining aspect because it does seem to stain pretty bad. Moving on to the raspberry pop. I'm gonna try going in with a stiffer brush this time and see if it makes any difference in how easy it applies. Okay, definitely easier with a stiffer brush. Ooh, am I smelling this? Oh my god, you guys, this one smells like a burnt freaking tire. This one doesn't smell bad at all, but the raspberry pop, bro, this one, oh my, it smells like a rubber tire. Interesting that this one smells so different. This one's making my eyes water a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. Taking my breath away, making my eyes water. It doesn't smell like bleach at all. It just has like a really heavy like rubber smell to it. Very, very odd, and obviously the more you're working it into the hair, the more it's getting exposed in the air. Yeah, that one don't smell very good. Let's hurry up and get this one applied here. I can shut these foils and not smell it anymore. Honestly, the consistency of the lightener feels like a color. It really feels like a creamy color and not a typical lightener. That's why I was referring to it as like an oil-based lightener, because if you use an oil-based lightener, the consistency is so different than a regular like powder lightener is. God, this stinks. It's really pretty though. I love this raspberry shade. Like this. Oh, it's such a gorgeous color all on its own. This, I don't know why, but this color with this gray swatch is giving like 90s childhood, you know, like the wallpaper and like this type of like mauve-y berry color with the gray. It just is reminding me of being a kid. I don't know why, but I think it's just the color scheme and that gray color. Ah. Good old times. I feel like this color with that green, if you know, you know, like the 90s carpet and rugs and stuff, it was like rosy with that, with like the green leaves and stuff. That's exactly what this color reminds me of. That's probably why I like it so much. It's just like a nostalgic shade. It's so pretty. All right, tuck that one in. Okay, everything is applied. I'm gonna let these process 30 minutes and I'll be right back so we can see what they look like, see how well they lifted, and then we're also gonna try and bleach them out of the hair and see if they come out of the hair or not. All right, let me show you these swatches. They are really pretty. All right, here are the swatches. Look how beautiful the color is. This is the one that was on platinum hair. This one is the one that was on that dark brown, and that brown was color. So it lifted color to this beautiful cherry shade. Like, this is such a gorgeous red. Here is that gray swatch. It's red, but it has like pink highlights in it from the salt and pepper. It's so pretty. Moving on to raspberry pop. This is a neon fluorescent pink color. It is like in your face UV neon. Here it is on the darker brown swatch. Honestly, this one doesn't look that different than the cherry one. They look almost identical. Like, there's really not much of a difference between these two. There is quite a bit of a difference on this gray swatch though. This one is like magenta with like hot pink highlights. This one is more of a red base with pink highlights. So these two are definitely different. I am so impressed with this lightener. It worked on literally anything we put it on. This hair was so dark and it lifted to a vibrant, beautiful cherry red. I went ahead and mixed up some lightener in 20 volume. We're gonna apply this halfway down and see if these colors come out of the hair. I'm a little nervous because it is bleach that they aren't gonna lift out of the hair. Normally, like permanent dyes lift out pretty good with lightener, but I'm literally bleaching bleach. Like, you would think these are color, but I'm literally putting bleach on already bleached hair. So I have no idea what's gonna happen here. I don't know if they're gonna come out super easily or if they're gonna stain really bad. It's so different to use bleach versus using a high lift color. So we're gonna see what happens if you wanna change your mind and switch up your color. I think Color Oops would probably work better on this. If you have red hair and you like to keep it red, these are gorgeous. I am a little obsessed with these undertones and they performed so much better than I thought they would. I am extremely impressed. The lightener is applied. I'm gonna let this process for 20 minutes and we will see if it removes any of the red pigments out of the hair. I'm back. Let me show you what happened. All right, here are the swatches, and I actually even wound up putting Color Oops right up here. As soon as I turned off the camera, I was like, wait, let me just apply it real quick. So I did put Color Oops right here in this area, and you literally cannot tell at all. Same thing with the lightener. Like, yeah, it's a little bit lighter, but not much. This bleach is some serious stuff. So here's the rich cherry. As you guys can see, it doesn't really look that different. Right here where I put the Color Oops, it definitely has more of like an orangey hue to it. And down at the ends here, it's a little bit lighter, but I mean, barely. Here is it on the dark brown hair. Again, not much happened. A little bit lighter, but barely. It's still extremely vibrant. Same thing with the gray. It lifted a little bit, but barely any. The raspberry pop, this just got more intense. You guys can see the line right here where there's like a little demarcation line right here where this was the Color Oops and then this was the bleach. I mean, the whole strand, you wouldn't even be able to tell because it all is so fluorescent. The Color Oops actually made it even more fluorescent than it was before. Here it is on dark brown hair. Again, same results as the cherry. Lifted a little bit, but not really. And same thing with the gray. Really didn't do much at all. If you're thinking about using these instead of using a regular lightener or maybe instead of using the high lift color, I would advise against it because you can get similar results, if not the same results, with using the L'Oreal High Lift or the Wella High Lift color. That's actually just permanent color that's gonna lift your regrowth. It's a lot easier to remove out of your hair. This is definitely something more permanent. So if you are looking for a more permanent option, you're like, I'm never gonna dye my hair any other color except for black or red, then I mean, you can always use these, but you can achieve this level of lift using the L'Oreal High Color High Lift or the Wella High Lift. You don't need to use this bleach in order to get these results. I do think it's a cool concept. You could do like some really cool highlights with the red without having to like glaze the whole hair. You can do like some chunks in there, but just know those areas are probably going to be red forever. Like Color Oops didn't work, bleach didn't work. I don't know what else to tell you. It looks like it's going to stay there forever. I will leave a link to the L'Oreal High Color as well as the Wella High Color in the description down below. Like I said, I recommend those colors versus using these colored bleaches. That is all for today's video. Thanks for coming along the journey of trying a new product. This was very interesting. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.